Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So we're going to get right into it, okay? So I have selected two stencils and we're going to be using this transfer gel. And the best part about the transfer gel is it works just like embossing paste, okay? So we're going to work quickly because once we lay it down and we pull up the stencil, you're going to want to get your stuff cleaned, okay? I'm just going to use some of the purple tape to hold the stencil and as much as I can the paper because I want to make sure the entire background is covered. And you'll see once I take off the or the top of the container, you can see inside. It's a nice smooth. It's definitely not as thick as some of the embossing paste, but you want to make sure that you're putting down a nice even coat. And you'll see as we go and we actually put it through the laminator and stuff. Um, you definitely want to take your time with this because any streaks or places where you don't put any of the transfer gel, then you're going to have holes or things missing, when you go to foil it because the foil is only going to stick to the transfer gel. Okay, we're going to do the same thing using this Prima stencil. I know I got this in one of our scrapbooking with me kits, I want to say last year. It's still one of my favorites. I love this stencil. So all I'm doing is I'm laying it down and then I'm trying to make sure that I scoop up as much of the extra and putting it back into the container so that way, I don't lose anything. I will suggest too that you be careful, take your time because if any of the transfer gel seeps through, you will see that it attaches to wherever the transfer gel dries. Now, I heated up my Mink machine here to number 3. And with the Mink, I used the transfer sheet that came with the machine. The parchment paper doesn't work for me on my Mink. Only I get better adhesion with the actual transfer gel. I want to say the opening is like 6.5, a little bit bigger than 6.5 on the mini, and we're going to be using some of the Art Deco sheets, and I'm just going to trim it down. Now, at this point, I'm at the next day, okay? I did let my transfer gel dry overnight, and I thought I messed up because it wasn't tacky, it was just clear. You could almost leave it as it is and just have it look like a watermark. I was afraid that it wasn't going to attach. So I put this through and you can see the pattern as it comes out the back there. I'm going to wind up running it through one more time only because I don't know why, but I always want to make sure that everything is getting an even adhesion. And so keep in mind too, when you pull it out of the Mink, it is hot, okay? That plastic is hot, so you just want to take your time and just be aware. But look at how that foil covered our pattern. And down there on the bottom right, you can kind of see where it looked like it got a little messy. That's where I was telling you, some spots it might seep through. You just want to be careful when you're using the gel. Um, take your time and not rush it. Okay. So same thing with the red one. We're going to run it through again. And normally here I would fast forward, but since we weren't doing that many pieces, I just left these two in. And then same thing, we're going to pull that out and then pull that back. How can you not love this? Oh my God. See, that was the first one I did, and those little white spots is where I didn't have any of the gel. Now, it looked like I had gel there, but there wasn't, and I didn't know until I did the foil. It didn't bother me, but I'm just giving you pre-warning. Now, on this one, this is the toner sheets from the Gina K uh, toner sheets that they already have the pattern on it. I just ran it through with another piece of the pewter deco foil, and perfect. No issues. But like I said, I did find that for me, with the Mink machine, using the plastic carrier sheet that comes with it works the best. The parchment paper works better in my regular old laminator. Okay, so if you get the Mink because you don't have a laminator, then use the carrier sheet that comes with it, and they have the large Mink or the small Mink. If you want to use a laminator you already have in your house, then like I said, just use the parchment paper that comes with the foil mates, and you'll get a better adhesion using those. Okay, so here are some close-ups of the foil projects that we did today. At the very end, I will link to the last two videos that we did using the regular laminator in case you haven't seen those. But I am digging this transfer gel. Let me tell you, if you have an opportunity to get it, go and get it because this is a game changer. This is fun. This is a way to take your stencils and take it up a notch or two or three. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button, and I will see you guys with our next video. Have a great day.